Gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to Essential Style. So today we're going to go a little bit further in depth with the advantages and disadvantages of wearing a linen shirt. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start out with the disadvantages, just because you can probably see one big disadvantage right now, and that is that linen shirts wrinkle. Usually with my Oxford shirts, I can wear them 3 or 4 times and they look pretty polished. I iron them after every wash and they don't really look crazy wrinkled. They do get wrinkled over here, a little bit here and there, but nothing like a linen shirt. This is my first wear today. I really didn't go out of my way. I wasn't doing anything crazy. It just happened to be a really hot day and I decided to wear linen. And you guys can probably already see how wrinkled it is, especially over here, naturally over here, over here. So number one disadvantage is linen just wrinkles like crazy, almost like a newspaper. And if we get up close right here, see how smooth that is? Let me show you guys what I mean. Look at that. So it was nice and smooth before, and see it now. I will give it credit where credit's due. It doesn't really look as crinkled as a newspaper, but you can still see how easy it is to wrinkle. Just like, so yeah, linen is not something, it's not gonna look as polished as a cotton dress shirt or a cotton Oxford shirt. It just won't. Another disadvantage of linen, which is not as bad as the wrinkling, but the cost per shirt I found is a little bit higher. There is maybe like a 10 or 20%, probably more like a 20% price increase in linen shirts. You can kind of work around that just by buying less. Instead of having 3 of these, just buy 1 or 2 of them. And when you get home, just hang it up and don't worry about it. And as long as you don't go out of your way to wrinkle it, you know, it's not going to look horrible. So the third one is also that it's a little bit scratchy feeling. That's the best way I could describe it. It's kind of like wearing an old wool sweater against your skin. It's not that it's uncomfortable, but every time that I personally put on a linen shirt and the next day I wear a cotton Oxford shirt, the cotton is just so much softer. Now, I do have a cotton undershirt. You guys probably didn't know I had that undershirt on, did you? I do have a cotton undershirt, so that really does make a big difference. I would not recommend not wearing an undershirt with a button-up shirt like this, only because your sweat stains are going to show through and you're really only going to be able to wear these shirts one time. And they're just way too high maintenance to wash it, hang it up, dry it, iron it every single time. And so along with the disadvantage of it wrinkling, it also means that you're going to have to iron it more often. You might only get 1 or 2 wears out of it versus 4 or 5 with some cotton shirts or Oxford shirts or some wrinkle-free dress shirts. So those are the main disadvantages. Now let's talk about the positives, because obviously I'm wearing one. Why would I have 2 of them if I just thought they were terrible? And why would I keep wearing it? Why wouldn't I just give it away? So first advantage we're going to talk about, and it's probably pretty obvious, is it's super lightweight and super breathable. I didn't realize how hot it was going to be today. It was about 85 degrees with 80% humidity. And I was working outside in the sun for a little bit, cleaning out my vehicle, and I was really glad that I had on this linen shirt as opposed to like a cotton shirt. It's very breathable. You can kind of just feel the air goes right through it. It's also very lightweight, and so basically that just means it's more airy and just more breathable. So if it's a really hot day, you don't have to just resort to wearing a t-shirt or a polo shirt. You can retain the button-up look and not worry about just sitting in the sun baking, or if you're in a non-air conditioned building, you're not going to be sitting there sweating like crazy. Again, it's not going to be quite as cool as a short sleeve shirt, obviously, but it's pretty close. And I found that if you roll the sleeves all the way up to here, that gives you much more airflow. Also, with going along with being able to wear a nice, breezy, cool shirt, but retaining that button-up long sleeve look, it does give you the option of throwing a sport coat on over it. Now, sport coats, of course, the more things you wear, especially in the summertime, the hotter you are, but wearing a linen shirt under a sport coat is going to make it just that much more comfortable. And think about it, guys. It's the wrinkles parts are over here, they were up here, they're in the back, they're down here. So if I go like this, you can kind of see the wrinkles, but for the most part, the jacket takes over the overall look and the shirt just kind of acts like a dress shirt and just blends into the background. So that's also something really good too. And I don't think you can do that, obviously. You can't do that with a t-shirt or a polo shirt. That's not to say you can't wear a sport coat or blazer with one of those, but if you want to go with this classic dress shirt under sport coat type look, then you got to go with a button-up shirt. So it's either suffer in a less breathable dress shirt or Oxford shirt, or wear a nice breezy linen shirt. So another advantage of a linen shirt, and this is actually something that also took me by surprise. I knew it was going to be breathable. I didn't expect it to be super duper lightweight, but what's kind of cool about it is it has some texture to it, and I wasn't really expecting that. Now, the disadvantage of that is it does dress the shirt down even more. So number one, it gets wrinkled like crazy, so it's not going to look as polished as a dressier shirt. And number two, it's got this texture, almost like a pair of jeans. You guys see that? It's like a little cross-hatch pattern. It gives it some depth, as opposed to just wearing something that's more of just like a solid color, solid, nice smooth fabric. Especially nowadays, people are dressing down more and more and more. It's probably going to be a little bit easier to wear something that leans more casual versus something that's crazy dressy or even just a little bit dressier. So that was a kind of cool surprise for me. To conclude the topic, the linen shirt, it does wrinkle like crazy, does not look as polished as some of the other options out there, and it is going to cost you a little bit more than some other options that are a little bit more versatile. That being said, a couple of the advantages are super breathable, super lightweight. You can dress it up more than a t-shirt or a polo shirt, and it's got some depth to your outfit. So my advice to you guys would be, if you want to retain the button-up look and you really prefer this look, especially for going to work, if you work in a business casual environment, absolutely give linen shirts a shot. They are more expensive, so I would say buy one at a time. Buy one, see how you like it. Buy one, see how you like it. Maybe buy two. As far as colors, I think you can't go wrong with this one. This color is the most versatile for a linen shirt or for a button-up shirt, and it also matches the most skin tones. You can go with navy blue or white as well. I really do feel like you're going to get more mileage and more use out of the light blue shirts, just a more versatile color than those other two. If you thought that you either had to just throw the towel in and wear a t-shirt or a polo shirt, or sit there in a long sleeve polished looking button-up shirt and sweat, there is a middle ground. It does come with some disadvantages, and there's tons of research out there. If you just Google linen shirts versus Oxford shirts, are linen shirts good, are they bad, and you'll get to see people's different opinions and what they have to say, and then you can just make your own decision. This shirt is from J. Crew. Time of making this video, it's August 10th, 2020. I do think that they're running low. If you can grab one, it's in your size. You can probably pick it up for a pretty steep discount, but obviously J. Crew is not the only store out there. I'm sure that Macy's has them and other options, and just Google, again, Google is your friend. So that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Have a great day. Talk to you guys next time.